Judge Simulator. That's what we're gonna play today, and I'm not gonna stay talking a lot. I saw this on Casio's channel. I've never played it. I've been playing it for 2 episodes, and I'm enjoying it. You guys seem to enjoy it. And I'm gonna keep going. So, let's go. Week 5, Case 1. Let me see if... Yeah, it's exactly the same. Your name, please. There is digital evidence in this case. Let's keep that in mind. Ahmad Emyn. Criminal record? No. Mental health? Positive. Human trafficking. Excuse me. Late at night, while the police were inspecting at the border of the city of Kouros, a person named Ahmad Emyn did not comply with the stop warning and tried to bypass. Police officers pursued the vehicle driven? The vehicle that Ahmad Emyn was driving, who fled from a police stop. As a result of a long chase, the person who entered a gas station got out of the vehicle and tried to escape on foot, was caught and detained by the police after a while. A large number of foreign nationals were detected in the vehicle. His statement now. We listen and we definitely judge. But let's read everything before we judge. Though I'm already judging, and I believe you too. Ahmad Emyn. I am aware that it is dangerous and forbidden for me to do this work, but I was unemployed and penniless for a very long time, so I had to do it. The work and the process was very difficult for me, and I was so nervous that when I saw the police officers, I panicked and tried to run away. It was all to show my family that I could earn some money. I am aware of my guilt, I accept it, and I am very sorry. Well, we know you're sorry, but you can't just commit a crime and say that you are sorry, because it's still a crime. So, and there's digital evidence, so we should see it before. Yeah, nothing else here. Nothing here. Here, digital evidence. Camera records. Traffic camera footage of a vehicle carrying illegal migrants. Facial recognition was done. Ahmad Emyn. Well, he admitted, so we didn't need the digital evidence. He admitted, so it's a crime. Let's ask him some questions. Do you want me to make his voice? I'm gonna cringe so much. Did your family know about your actions and job due to financial constraints and embarrassment? No, Your Honor, I haven't been doing this for a long time. I needed money urgently and I wanted to do this because it's a fast money business. Trafficking. Okay. Why didn't you want to or couldn't get a regular job? I tried, but the conditions of the jobs I worked were very difficult and employers usually did not hire me because I was inexperienced. So I felt I had to prove myself to my family by trafficking. And who offered you this job? After hearing from a friend about the opportunity for quick earnings, I independently researched and began transporting migrants by car. Now we judge. Now we judge. It's a crime the same way. You are right in the head. You knew what you were doing. You are sorry. It's still a crime. So, prison for you. Let's see. Theft crimes? No. Let me check. It's not kidnapping. Human trafficking. 8 years jail. And that's it, brother. 8 years. Guilty. Excuse me. 8 years jail. Done. Because it was still a crime. No matter if you feel guilty or not, it's still a crime. So we need to be right in the head. I hope you guys don't ask anything, because I'm saving money to pay the police not to kill me, because I don't want to lose this game. So thank you. In the dark of the night, your sleep is interrupted by the sound of knocking on the door. I just finished saying that. I just finished that. What? Look through the hole. Wait quietly. No. What? Look. Call the police, call the police, call the police, call the police. What? I was just saying that I needed to save money. Okay. Brooklyn Troy's LUPPLE company. Is my mental health nice after this? Why there was an option to open the door? No. I don't do that. Let's go. Wait! I need to see this first. Case subject: damage lawsuit filed by Brooklyn Troy's against the multinational company that develops and sells LUPPLE consumer electronics. Burnt battery of LUPPLE brand phone that belongs to plaintiff. Recently, a person named Brooklyn Troy's purchased a mobile phone from the dealer of the LUPPLE company. He claimed that during the period of use, his phone was not charged with an adapter other than its own charger. While using the phone while it was charging, the battery inside it exploded and caused physical damage around the right hand and face of Brooklyn Troy's. Reminds me of GTA's Life Invader mission. Phones exploding and stuff. Brooklyn Troy's, who reported the situation to the LUPPLE authorized service, did not receive the response he expected and filed a lawsuit for compensation of $500,000. Brooklyn Troy's. Exactly 2 months and 13 days ago, I went to the LUPPLE dealer near my house to buy a phone. I bought a model, I liked and started using the phone. I don't know what's going on, but I'm reading. During this time, while using the phone, I never charged it with anything other than the charger that came in the box. While I was charging the phone, its battery suddenly exploded, and in addition to the damage to my hand, parts of the phone also hit my face. Afterwards, I called the LUPPLE authorized service and explained the situation and expected at least an apology, but it was not what I expected. They told me that this was a user error, and hung up the phone on me, so I filed a lawsuit to demand my rights. Definitely do not hold ourselves responsible for the incident. Our products have been subjected to dozens of tests, and our engineers have reported that it is not possible to give such a reaction when charged with the current adapter or a more powerful adapter. We believe this incident occurred as a result of a transaction that the consumer did not report and is an action designed to tarnish our brand. Digital evidence. Is there any? The phone call. Yeah. But, okay. Let's see. Evidences. Phone conversation between Brooklyn and the customer advisor of LUPPLE authorized service. Tiffany. I am Tiffany. Can I ask for your names so I can help you better? My name is Brooklyn Troyes. The phone I bought from your dealer about 2.5 months ago exploded in my hand. Can you explain how this happens? I'm sorry, did you say the battery explodes? Yes, even though I only used the adapter and charging cable that came in a box. That's not possible, Mr. Brooklyn. I think it's your fault. I'm sorry. It cannot be from us. Is there anything else I can help you with? What do you mean it's not possible? It happened. Am I lying? Unfortunately, I can't help you. Have a nice day. The conversation is concluded. I love the last sentence. The conversation is concluded. Okay, it's your fault that the phone exploded in your hand. It's not our fault. It's your fault. Why did you have your phone in hand? LUPPLE Company has stated that you are responsible for the incident. What do you think? I cannot agree with them on this. I explained to them in detail how the incident happened and what I went through. They didn't even take my explanation into consideration. It's true. Brooklyn Troyes stated in his statement that you did not take him into consideration. Do you think this is the case? No, Your Honor. We are a reputable company with high customer satisfaction. We just didn't think his statements were true because we put our products through dozens of tests. That's not a nice way of speaking, okay? It's your fault that your phone exploded in your hand. We stated that such an incident could only be due to customer error. I love when you say that. Okay. What can we do? Decision 1. Brooklyn was found right and the compensation was paid by LUPPLE Company. Brooklyn Troyes was found to be deceitful and no payment was made to Brooklyn Troyes. Brooklyn Troyes was found right and the money for the phone, $1,000 was returned. Okay, now it's the time of the day that we think hard. So one day we can look like Megamind. I'm torn between decision 1 and decision 3. You know why? Because Brooklyn Troyes is right. Okay, the phone exploded in his hand. The pieces of the phone went to his face and that is not his fault. It's the company's fault, yeah? But $500,000 for a hand. At least the payment of the phone, yeah? The company is rich. Company is rich. Pay him! At this point, I don't even care. No one knocked on my door. I love this. Okay. We will make this quickly. We did this quickly. Okay, let me see this first. Brett called. Criminal record, yes. Mental health, positive. Charges, assassination. So you're not right in the head. I'm sorry to tell you that. Victims named Jeremy Alder and Mike Byrne. What? From the last episode. What? This is on purpose. Or maybe it's strategy of them. On purpose. So I can set him free for assassination when he assassinated someone that wanted to kill me. That's not gonna work. Let's read it. Victims named Jeremy Aller and Mike Byrne were found dead in their prison rooms. It was determined that the security cameras of the floor where the incident took place were not working at the time of the incident. The person named Brad Colt, who stayed in the same room with the victims, was brought to the police station to take his statement. I'm grateful, but it's a crime. I only spent 2 days with them. After 2 days they found dead. I only spent 2 days with them. I didn't have any problems or fights. Like me, they spoke very little. Why would I want to kill them? If I were to do this, I wouldn't be in a cell where there is room, making me a suspect. I have paid and I am paying the penalty for my crimes. I am not guilty in this incident. The reason I'm here is theft. I've never killed anyone in my life. The night they died, I slept before them. Even though I heard a few voices during the night, I thought they were delirious as usual. They were crazy as well? Okay. Interesting. I didn't catch him lying or anything. It's very possible that he killed them. But I reviewed your statement. Although it makes sense, you are the only eyewitness at the scene. How can you explain this? Judge BEHYA thinks like me. Judge BEHYA thinks like me. She's a whole personality. This is one of the prisons where prisoners are killed the most, and it is often unknown who did it. Don't you think it's possible that the guards had a hand in this? Blaming the guards? Although it could happen. You said you heard voices that night. Why didn't you get up and look? Why would you get up and look? The first night I couldn't sleep until the morning because of their delirium. I woke up and looked at them every time they were delirious, but they seemed very calm. My sleep has been disturbed for the last 2 nights. I thought it was one of those nights they were talking about as usual, and I didn't feel the need to wake up and look. Evidences? 2 roses found on the bodies, the strangulation rope found on the bodies, confirmed to be a murder weapon. What about the fingerprints? Can't blame him. This is difficult. I can't blame him. The camera wasn't working. There are no fingerprints in the... Any statement seems to be believable. Although he has criminal record, but he said it's for theft. So I think I'm not gonna make him... I think I'm not gonna make him guilty. Yeah. There are no evidences. As I said on the first episode, no evidence, not guilty. And that's not just me. It's like law. Actual law. It's not... not guilty. I can't. Payment? What? Now I can't pay the police. I'm telling you, someone from my family will ask money. I'm telling you. They can't see me with money. They see me with money. They see me with money. They want my money. And then... oh... yes. Just because it's your birthday, okay? And this is quite... where Charles Goodman in the court. Something wrong is not right. Saly J. Morgan. Where did you two came from? Case subject. Saly John Morgan sued his tenant, Daisy Taylor, to evict her for not paying her rent on time. Legal action has been taken against Daisy Taylor by Saly J. Morgan for being 3 months late with her rent. The host, Saly J. Morgan, says that the tenant is in breach of the tenancy agreement. The host demands that the tenant vacate the property and pay the debts owed by the tenant with interest. Saly J. Morgan. My tenant has not paid me a single penny for 3 months. Even though I warn her many times, she keeps stalling. As if this were not enough, they constantly bring their friends to the house and make noise that disturbs the neighbors. I brought my neighbor who lives downstairs as a witness so that you can believe me on this matter. Charles Goodman. So he's actually a Goodman. Whatever Mr. Morgan says, it's true. Wait. Whatever he says, it's true. It even feels like Charles Goodman has been threatened. Like, tell them that I'm saying the truth. Why can I believe that? How can I believe that? What's going on with you? It is true that I have not been able to pay the landlord for a while, but I had to quit my job. And I can't afford to pay right now. I told him that it was not an arbitrary situation and that I would pay him when I received my unemployment benefit. However, he is trying to get me kicked out of the house somehow. It's a complete lie that we make too much noise with my friends. Since my downstairs neighbor is a tenant of Mr. Morgan, he obeys his orders. I could tell. Evidences? The tenancy agreement. Host Saly J. Morgan, tenant Daisy Taylor. Didn't help much, you know. I don't have any proofs. Charles Goodman is clearly a friend of them. So he will agree with everything. So there's not much I can do. Let me see. Tenant Daisy Taylor to vacate the house and pay the remaining debt with interest. Tenant Daisy Taylor stays in the house until she finds a new house and her debt is postponed. She's not paying. It's kind of illegal. But she told me a justification. Did I have the microphone to talk with them? I had. Wait. Mr. Morgan, is it true that Charles Goodman, your downstairs neighbor, whom you called as a witness, is your tenant? That's true, Your Honor, but I don't understand its relevance. Excuse me? Mr. Goodman, is it true that your upstairs neighbor and her friends make so much noise that they disturb you? He's gonna say yes. Sound? Okay. This is amazing. I love Charles Goodman. Noises. Oh yes, I remember. Norman Dickles. The voices are echoing in my ears. The smell of gunpowder and the sound of bullet cases. E-C-A... Oh, achoo. Wait. Whatever Mr. Morgan says is true. Hilarious. Miss Taylor, you said in your statement that your landlord tried to get you evicted. Why do you think that is? I would be laughing if I was a judge. If I were the judge, I would be laughing. He's trying to evict me and raise the rent, but he can't do this because we have a contract. Oh! Normally, I would never miss my rent, but this getting fired thing was unfortunate for me. This played into his hands. I love Mr. Goodman. I love him. Sounds. What? Stays in the house. Stays in the house. They have a contract. And Charles Goodman apparently didn't even know that. Then. Bill passed. Immigrants who commit crime will now be deported. What the hell are you? What is this? Okay. We can do this quickly. See? Done. Connor McGleen. Didn't we see a McGleen before? Here. Connor McGleen. And this is Connor McGleen. McGleen. Criminal record, yes. Mental health test, positive. National status, yes. So it's national. He's participating in street racing, violation of traffic safety and rules. Recently, traffic police came across a street race while on patrol and followed suspicious vehicles. After a long chase, the person named Connor McGleen had an accident with the vehicle he was driving. After his accident, he was taken to the hospital by the traffic police, and after his treatment, he was arrested and detained. Except for Connor McGleen, no driver was caught by the police. First of all, I am not a street racer. I have no connection with other vehicles. I was just passing by in my sports car. All I did was increase my speed to get away from other vehicles as soon as possible. My only crime is that I was speeding. It has nothing to do with racing. Evidences? Speed measurement of the vehicle used by the person. The license plate belonging to the vehicle located in the trunk of the vehicle. Ask him questions. Mr. McGleen, you stated in your statement that you are not a street racer. Why did you run away when police officers tried to stop you? Your Honor, I thought the police stopped me because I was speeding. I ran away to avoid a traffic ticket. You have been street racing in the past and got caught. Do you have an explanation for this? About this? Your Honor, this time it's pure coincidence. I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all. And why was your license plate inside the trunk of the car. It was inside! Not to get caught. Okay. Because I took my license plate off to get my car painted and forgot to put it back on. Guilty. Traffic safety and rules as well, yeah? Let me see. First page. Participating in street racing, violation of traffic safety and rules. So, the two of them. But, he has a criminal record. We need to make some calculations, and as I clearly got everything right this last time, I'm gonna use a calculator. Participating in street racing. Aggravated sentence. Let me see the years. 4. So it's 4 years of jail, and then $15,000 plus. Okay. Let me see. And then it's $37 guilty, jail. It's like 4 years jail. Money, 37,500. Okay. Done. Crazy, what is this? So scary. What? Adrien Bowen. Criminal record, no. Mental health, positive. National status, no. Is not from the country. Ellen Lona's mobile phone was stolen while she was walking on 33 Victorina Street. Camera footage of the place called Coffeevik, located where the incident took place, was examined. In line with the investigations, it has been concluded that the person in the images is named Adrien Bowen. Adrien Bowen was detained by police for questioning while he was going to the market where he worked. Ellen Lona. I was walking on 23 Victorina Street, where I walk on certain days of the week. But that day, I decided to walk in the opposite direction to the direction I normally walk. While everything was going well, someone suddenly took the phone from my hand. I couldn't even react because of the surprise and fear I felt at the time. After I put myself together, I asked for help from those around me. Adrien Bowen. In the evening, I close the daily gross market where I work and walk in the opposite direction of my house. I close the daily gross market where I work and walk in the opposite direction of my house. So you finish work, you don't go to your house. My wife and I were constantly arguing due to financial concerns, and my children did not have much peace of mind. Because of these events, I was very confused and had difficulty thinking clearly. Suddenly, I saw the woman walking in front of me and noticed that she was carrying a phone in her hand. The phone looked very luxurious and expensive. Because of the difficulties I was experiencing, this phone seemed like a very attractive opportunity to me. I thought that if I could sell it, I could at least alleviate financial concerns a little. Without any plan, I reflexively grabbed the phone from the woman's hand and started running. Afterwards, I turned off the phone, put it in my pocket, and went home. I don't even need to see anything else. He confessed the crime he stole. There is one digital evidence. The cameras, right? Scary. Scary as hell. What the hell? Ask him questions. Have you known Ellen Lona before? No, Your Honor, I did not know her before, but I occasionally saw her while walking. You admitted that you committed this crime for your own reasons. Do you regret committing the crime? I am absolutely sorry, Your Honor. I still cannot understand how I committed such a crime. I'm very embarrassed towards my wife and daughters. Please forgive me. It's a crime. Do I need to see the years and everything? Or it's just like... theft, extortion, 2 years jail, aggravated sentence, which is his one because he has criminal record, 6 years, but he's not from the country, so he's probably gonna be deported. Migrant. Ah, okay. Migrant. More money. I love money. I love money. And now, I'll probably have someone from my family asking for the money, which I will need. So this is kind of forcing me to accept bribes and lose mental health, which I won't. My wife now. Wow. Your wife wants a car. A weekly payment of $1,000 would be a total of 15 weeks of payment. Once accepted, the first installment is paid right away. Your sanity will drop severely if you don't accept this. Do I have money for that, even? What about you working as well? You're my wife, but that doesn't mean that I am working and you're wasting my money on a new car. You know? I love the way the game is saying, your sanity will drop severely if you don't accept this. It's forcing me. I wanted the police to protect me. You know what? I'm not gonna use the police. I'm not gonna tell them to protect me. If I die, my family will feel guilty for it. And that's enough. That's it. That's it. You wanted like... I've lost all the money. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, see you in the next week.